In this video on equivalent fractions, what we're going to do is to manipulate the number 3/8 a couple of times so that we can find multiples of forms that 3/8 can share. So 3/8, I'll rewrite it a couple more times just to show you what I mean by that. When it comes to multiples, we want the magic number to be the same as it is on the top as it is at the bottom. So for the first, why don't we multiply 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom? For the second fraction, let's multiply 3 up top and 3 at the bottom. For the third fraction, let's multiply 4 and 4 by 5 by 5, and I'm sure by the next one you see a pattern, so this is by 6 and by 6. Great, let's proceed with multiplying each of the fractions out. So for the first one, 3 times 2 up top is 6, and 8 times 2 at the bottom is 16. For the second fraction, 3 times 3 is 9, 8 times 3 is 24. The third fraction, 3 times 4 is 12, and at the bottom, 8 times 4 is 32. The fifth fraction, 3 times 5 is 15, at the bottom, 8 times 5 is 40. Last but not least, 3 times 6 is 18, and at the bottom we have 48. When it comes to equivalent fractions, what we want to do is to divide the top number and the bottom number by the same magic number. So for the first one, let's validate that 6 over 16, dividing with 2 over 2 gives us 3/8. So we're going to divide 2 up top, divide 2 at the bottom. For the second fraction, let's divide it by 3 over 3. The third fraction, divide by 4, divide by 4. Divide by 5, divide by 5. Divide by 6, and divide by 6. Now, let's proceed with calculating to make sure that the middle fractions are indeed the correct fractions that we need. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So 6 over 16 is indeed 3/8. 9 divided by 3 is 3. And 24 divided by 3 is 8. So indeed, 9 over 24 is the same thing as 3/8. 12 divided by 4, that is 3. And at the bottom, 32 divided by 4 is 8. So indeed, 12 over 32 is the same thing as 3/8. 15 divided by 5 is 3, and at the bottom, 40 divided by 5 is 8. So 15 over 40 is the same thing as 3/8. Last but not least, let's validate. 18 divided by 6 is 3. At the bottom, 48 divided by 6 is 8. Voila. So the fractions that we've written out, 6 over 16, 9 over 24, 12 over 32, 15 over 40, and 18 over 48, they are all equivalent to 3/8.